Hey, my you ladies and my you gents, it is StevenTocher. Gonna quickly do something here. Oh, changing up the light. Sorry, I gotta close those blinds. I know the view was beautiful, but not only is it beautiful for January 7th, 2014, but it is cold. It is actually minus 45 with the windshield or so. I think overnight it was around minus 25, just straight goods. So it is very, very cold. Now, the reason I'm doing this video on January 7th, and it'll be posted hopefully around the early Christmas time, is because anywhere from Christmas Eve to about Valentine's Day is actually a very, very depressing time for a lot of people. Some have suggested there are actually specific days that could be the most depressing day of the year. Now, I was at home yesterday, which was January 6, 2014, and I'm just eating away, and I had no idea why I was just eating like a madman. So I'm watching the news just after one of my favorite sports shows, and then all of a sudden, they had a post, and the lady was talking about it, and she said that January 6th is actually documented as now, or suggested as the most depressing day of the year. Now, this company was able to find this out by statistically taking, I think it was 2 million tweets over 3 years, and they basically analyzed the different days and the different types of tweets, and they found out that according to their statistics or their algorithm, that January 6th was the most depressing day of the year. Now, that could be true. Maybe it'll probably change again. It was suggested that it was later in January, or it could have been Valentine's Day, Christmas Eve, or New Year's Eve. But at the end of the day, all that really matters is this time is a very dreary, cold, lack of sunlight, usually because people are at work when the sun is out. It's a time when people are with family and friends who they may or may not want to be with, or they don't have family and friends, or they have family and friends and there's a lot of dysfunction and they can't get to them. And lastly, especially with Valentine's Day or those special evenings, a lot of people are also lonely because they're not with someone, they're not married, or they're not a partner to someone, or they're not going out with anybody. So these are all reasons why we could be depressed during this time frame, or for myself, like eating like an animal. Now, there are different vices that we all have. Some are as simple as eating, where you can get food anywhere, and like I've said, I think food is one of the most underrated depressive tools that are out there that people use as vices, because everyone's kind of like your food dealer. Then there's people that do drugs. There's people who sleep too much, become very sluggish. There are people who become very suicidal. So this is a very, very serious time of the year, and it's something that really on my heart. I've been there where I just don't want to see anyone during certain days, especially in this season. So here are just a few things that kind of maybe will help you recharge if you're feeling that, or maybe you think, oh, maybe I need to make a phone call to a friend who might be in that situation. It might just be a good idea. I'm just kind of just bringing this forward. So one idea that helped me was to be able to schedule things out. So say this January 6th day is the most depressing day of the year. Well, maybe I think, okay, you know what? Over the past couple years, around this time it has been. So maybe I'm really going to get stringent with my eating. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have a little treat for myself. A treat that might be the only treat in the house, because I can't control myself. I can. It's almost impossible. So I'll buy something that I can have, and I'll eat very stringent, say on January 6th or on Christmas Eve or wherever it might be, and then finally work my way to that treat, right? Or maybe it's as simple as planning a day where you're going to be, go, 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 lots of activities, and that might allow you to have different foods or different treats that you like. Maybe it's being around people, or maybe you need to get away from people. All I'm just trying to say is that whether it's, the most depressing day of the year, or it's a day that, on your heart, maybe it's a breakup day, or something bad happened on a day, try to fill it with things that you really enjoy but aren't going to be harmful for you, that are going to allow you to go down a really, really fast, hard road. So just a simple video for the Thoughtful Thursday for this week. I know that it is again January 7th, and I'm posting it during the Christmas time, and it's a little off keel, but I thank you so much for bearing with me. I have ideas at different times, and I just hope that as this holiday season is coming on for you in 2014, moving on to 2015, that, or whatever time frame you watch this at, that, if there is a day or a particular time that you're not going to have as a good day or a day that you could perceive might not go so well for you. Really, get around positive and strong things and or people in your life and make that day really count. If you want to check out the articles I was talking to you about, they should be in the description below. If you want to send me a comment or question, or you have something you'd like to share with me, drop that in the message section or the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day, evening, morning, or night. God bless. Oh yeah, and if you like what I'm doing, please tweet, tumble, like, share, thumbs up, plus, pin, or do whatever you do, and please subscribe.